Today, I will share with you a little tip for cooking eggs with enoki mushrooms, a simple but extremely delicious and nutritious dish. First of all, I would like to introduce today's main ingredient, enoki mushrooms. Here, I have 2 packages of fresh enoki mushrooms, which look very beautiful, with their ivory color and thin, even mushroom fibers. Enoki mushrooms have a mild, crunchy flavor and go very well with eggs, so they are often used in many stir-fries or soups. Now, I will proceed to prepare the mushrooms. I take out a package of mushrooms, cut off the roots at the bottom. This is the part that usually sticks to the ground and can be a bit hard when cooked. Then, I gently separate each part of the mushroom to make it loose, helping the mushrooms not to stick together when cooking. Next, I prepare a basin of clean water and soak the mushrooms briefly. While soaking, I use my hands to stir gently to remove any remaining dirt. After soaking and rinsing the enoki mushrooms once, I will continue to rinse them a second time to ensure they are completely clean and free of any remaining residue. In this second rinse, I also gently stir with my hands, avoiding squeezing them too hard because the enoki mushrooms are very soft and break easily. When the water is clear and there is no residue, I scoop out all the mushrooms and put them in a basket to drain naturally. You can let the mushrooms rest for a few minutes to drain completely, so that when cooked, the mushrooms will retain their crispness and not release too much water. Next, we will prepare some green onions. A small ingredient, but it makes the mushroom egg dish more fragrant and eye-catching. I choose a few fresh green onions. The leaves are dark green, the stems are white and crispy, and not soggy. Then, I put them on a cutting board and cut them into small, moderate pieces. When finished, I put them on a plate and set them aside. After preparing the mushrooms and green onions, now we will move on to the eggs, the main ingredient that makes the dish more fatty and delicious. I prepare 3 fresh chicken eggs, then crack each one into a large bowl. When breaking the eggs, I do it gently to keep the yolk intact. When I have 3 eggs, I start seasoning. Add a teaspoon of pepper to create a light spicy aroma, then add a teaspoon of seasoning powder to make the eggs more flavorful. Next, I add the chopped green onions to the bowl of eggs. The onions will help the mushroom eggs after cooking to have an attractive aroma and a brighter color. Finally, I use a fork or egg beater. Stir well until the mixture of eggs, onions, and spices is completely blended. When finished stirring, you will see the mixture has a beautiful golden color, dotted with tiny peppercorns and prominent green onions. Just looking at it is attractive. Now, we will move on to the most important part, preparing the enoki mushroom eggs. First, I put the pan on the gas stove. Turn on medium heat to heat the pan slowly. Once the pan is hot, I put the enoki mushrooms in first. Use chopsticks or a ladle to spread the mushrooms evenly over the pan so that they spread into a thin layer, helping them cook more evenly. After spreading the mushrooms, I leave a small space in the middle of the pan, then add a little butter. When the butter starts to melt, I gently rotate the pan so that the butter blends evenly with the mushrooms. The butter will help the mushrooms have a rich, fatty aroma and make the eggs later golden and smoother. Next, I slowly pour the beaten egg mixture into the pan. While pouring, gently rotate the pan so that the eggs spread evenly over the surface, covering the mushrooms underneath. Keep the heat at medium-low so that the eggs cook slowly, without burning the bottom, while the eggs inside remain soft and smooth. While cooking, you can tilt the pan a few times to spread the eggs more evenly, helping the dish to have an even and beautiful golden layer. At this time, the aroma of eggs, mushrooms, and butter blend together, giving off an extremely attractive smell. When the eggs are golden brown and smell of butter, I begin the final step to complete the dish. First, I sprinkle some black sesame seeds on the surface of the eggs. The tiny sesame seeds not only make the dish look more attractive, but also help to enhance the characteristic light, nutty aroma. Then, I turn off the stove and gently slide the eggs onto a plate. At this point, the golden, smooth egg layer covers the outside, while inside is the crispy white enoki mushrooms mixed with the rich buttery aroma. It looks extremely attractive. To make the dish more special, I add a few lines of mayonnaise on the surface of the eggs. The sweet, fatty taste of mayonnaise will blend with the light aroma of the eggs, creating a balanced and attractive flavor. Finally, I use a cutting tool to divide the eggs into equal triangles, both beautiful and easy to enjoy. And so our butter-fried enoki mushroom omelette is done. Fragrant, fatty, crispy on the outside and soft on the inside, definitely irresistible. So our fried enoki mushroom eggs with butter is complete. With just a few simple, easy-to-find ingredients and an extremely quick and easy recipe, you have a dish that is golden and crispy on the outside, soft and fatty on the inside, and fragrant with the smell of butter and roasted sesame. This dish can be used for breakfast, as well as for snacks or picnics. Hopefully, today's little tip will help you have another delicious, easy-to-make suggestion for the whole family. If you find the video useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that I have more motivation to share more interesting dishes. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos.